Independent versus damn fool. Are you picking up tabs and hailing cabs? Ubers? Being Uberdom? Are you changing oil, washing cars, pumping gas? Are you pushing your stalled car uphill? Dang girl, chill! When a woman is with a man, there are just certain things she shouldn't have to do when he's around. The aforementioned are a few easy examples of such things. Again, I'm not saying that you should use a man or try to make him carry a heavier load just because. I'm saying there is an actual because, a real specific because. Do it because it says to a man and to yourself that you are aware of your value and that you want and value a man who demonstrates that he already sees some of your value and is therefore interested in discovering more about just how truly valuable you are. A man treating you like a lady, taking you out to dinner, buying you flowers, and covering the costs of a night out with you says to you, I'm interested in getting to know you. Thank you so much for spending this time with me. I hope you enjoyed yourself tonight, and I hope that you allow me to take you out again in the immediate future. Now, isn't that a beautiful thing? You deserve to experience that kind of chivalry in your life, especially while you're young and single. You're going to be an old woman one day, and perhaps all the bells and whistles won't matter much to you. For now, though, live it up. Soak it up. Savor your youth, your beauty, your single years. Make some memories. Some of those memories should be of you being treated like a princess or queen at some point in your life. Again, you deserve it. You deserve it. You deserve it if you're tall. You deserve it if you're short. You deserve it if you're a size 6. You deserve it if you're a size 26. You deserve it if you own your own home. You deserve it if you have 2 roommates in a 3-bedroom flat. You deserve it because you are a wonderful woman who has much to share with the man who values you. So do it because it says to a man, you know how you deserve to be treated, that you know who you are. You are a woman. We are women, and I'm pretty sure men still love that about us. Sink into your womanhood, your lovely lunar essence. If a man wants to go dollar for dollar with you on everything, then maybe he should be out on a date with his buddy Bill or his best friend Frank instead of you. Because if he can't get the bill, then quite frankly, you don't need to be out with him. You are not his buddy. You are someone in which he's expressed some level of romantic and sexual interest. Act accordingly. Put your purse up, girl. Picture this. A woman and a man are out on a dinner date. The scampi was fantastic and the wine so smooth. The check comes. The man does the digging in his back pocket for his wallet forward lean, but the woman, quicker than a cowboy in an old western flick, snatches up her big dollar bag and whips out her American Express at pretty close to the speed of light. The guy is thinking he must have dropped his credit card on the floor and is readying his mouth to thank her for picking it up for him when suddenly she says, I'll get this, and proudly places her gold card inside of the black vinyl guest check presenter without even bothering to review the charges, lest she risk looking like she can't afford it. Oh my, how impressive am I, she thinks to herself, reading on his face what she believes to be an expression of sincere gratitude and thoughts of just how quickly he can get her to the altar. In his mind, however, he's thinking, whoa.
This chick is mega macho and way too desperate for me.
He's wondering if she has plans to bend him over the couch later and whether he'll have a say in the matter. He leans back in his chair and thinks about how long it will take for her to finally get the hint and stop calling him after he's been awfully busy, I'm afraid, for the remainder of his life. Now you might say, but I can afford to pay. Why shouldn't I show him that I can pull my weight? Okay, and why don't you go ahead and sprinkle a little hair on your chest while you're at it? Or better yet, challenge him to a quick arm wrestling match and win. Because it will have a similar effect on the man who was all set to impress you for the night. One who was all pumped up, confidently armed, and ready to demonstrate for you some of his value. You just cut off his dingling. But what if you're wrong? What if that makes him desire me even more? Well, then perhaps there's no dingling for which to be concerned. At least not one of respectable size. Again, metaphorically speaking, of course. Moot point, no harm, no foul. Now, as it applies to the rest of the male population, i.e., those who still have a little something in their boxers worth bragging about, here's something to consider. Your new beau might be a gigolo. Only a purse predator would get all tingly inside over you picking up the check. A normal man won't like you more because you let him off the hook for dinner. He'd sooner be disappointed that you did because now he has to figure out what his next move can be since you stole his small thunder. He's right where he started credit-wise with you. That's not fair. Let the poor guy treat you. It makes him feel just as good to give as it should make you feel to receive. So, don't just do it for you. Do it for the both of you. Sing between the lines. When Beyonce says the shoes on her feet, she bought them, and, the house she lives in, she bought it, and, she's rocking those cool rocks, meaning the diamonds, and she bought it because she depends on herself if she wants it and all that stuff. Yeah. That was some great stuff. Go Miss Multimillionaire. Always one to promote girl power, she was schooling us on the self-fulfillment and the psychological rewards associated with being able to rely on oneself for the guilty comforts and pleasures of life we so desire. That's some sage advice if I had ever heard some. However, I'm pretty sure the now Mrs. Carter did not mean for you to interpret this as go buy all your stuff yourself and then go hop into bed and give away your ultimate girly goodies to some guy who's praying you won't ask him for Uber fare back home. And as filthy rich as Beyonce is, I'm twice as sure that Jay-Z picked up the dinner tabs when he was wooing her into marriage and motherhood. Don't be so rich in the pockets that you are dead in the head. Exercise good judgment at any tax bracket. Don't forget that you are looking for a quality man, not just any old human with a Y chromosome. Any woman can always at any time get a man. That's occurring every second of the day. You are looking for a man with high quality who demonstrates that he sees the value in you, or at least is optimistic about your potential value, so much as to willingly invest in pursuing you. An easy way to demonstrate this is through treating you to a good time when you're in his company. A lesser man would just love for us women to foot our own night out with him bills and then come on over to his place to wrap those bill-footing feet right around his no-effort-making neck. Not that there should be a mobile payment device near your nether regions. I certainly don't intend to suggest that you prostitute yourself or demand that a man pay you for sex. What I am saying, though, is that everybody with half a brain and who's willing to use that half a brain knows that it's not a good look for a woman to let a man get to the ultimate level of where he's bouncing around inside of her, kissing all on her and rubbing all over her when he's not even the slightest bit interested in providing for her in any meaningful way, even on the smallest level. Besides, generosity is an aphrodisiac. More on that later. Still not convinced? Okay, fast forward 30 years into the future. Your date, the man sitting across from you last night or cringe in bed with you this morning, is now married, not to you, with 2 children. One of these children is an adorable girl who has him wrapped around her finger. She's all grown up now, but Daddy will always see her as his little princess. Let's think about what kind of dating advice Father Dear would give to his little tiara wearer. What nuggets of wisdom would he share about dating expectations? Got it? You thought about it? Okay. Now, think back to all of the things that he may argue against or complain about now with you. For example, having to pick up the dating tabs, sending flowers, putting in the effort, the courting, the helping out, the proving himself worthy, etc. Would the 2 expressed dating beliefs match? Probably not. So it's important for you to understand that T minus 30 years, you are the tiara wearer. Don't let him play dumb with you. Keep your standards at a respectable height. If you're not worth the effort to him, then he's not worthy of you. In case you missed it, I can't stress enough that I believe that once 2 people decide to do life together, to marry and to commit to a solid lifelong partnership, then of course it should become just that, a partnership. I have no qualms with who makes more money or how household chores are divvied up between a man and a woman. What I am talking about is the courting stages. The part where a man is trying to cast himself in the best light possible in order to get next to the woman that he desires. The part where he is trying to gain access to her wonderful womanly world. Now, let me talk to some of you sugar mamas out there. When Adam Levine was singing about sugar, not quite the sugar he was talking about. If you're just looking for any old man to wander through life with, then go for it. Buy his time and attention. Spend away, Miss Moneybags. He'll be all yours. At least until a richer sugar mama comes along. Dating tip. Know where to go. If you're going to be in the dating world, it's important that you know what you like or would like to do. Don't be the blind leading the blind. If he has a suggestion, great. If he leaves it up to you, have some ideas of your own. Not sure? Check out the entertainment section of your local newspaper or pull up the Groupon app. Browse the online menus of the nicest restaurants in your area or scroll through a local food and entertainment bloggers page. Conduct 10 minutes of research to find out where the fun is. Do whatever it is you need to do, but never shrug and say, I don't know, wherever's fine. No, have some thoughts and share them. Dates are where you go out and play. Have some playgrounds in mind. Besides, it's his treat, remember?